Hey y'all, my name is Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today, and for this video I'm doing my July book haul. So once again, as quarantine continues, I still continue to not spend a lot of money except for on books. Well, also food, but like, who's not going to spend money on food? I have 5 books and a comic here to go over with you. Let's just dive right in. First up, I bought the 3rd volume of the Harley Quinn series, and this one is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'm already intrigued because we finally get to see some of Harley and Bats in this one. I'm sure this one picks up where the second left off, continuing to follow Harley as she establishes herself as a anti-hero kind of character. I'm very excited to see what kind of shenanigans she's gonna get into now. These are just so fun and easy to read. I absolutely love getting to see some of the scenes where the TV show has gotten inspiration from, and it's just great to see Harley's interactions with some of these characters. Like in the last one we got to see Power Girl, apparently now we're gonna get to see Batman, and from a few flip throughs it seems we're also gonna get to see more of Poison Ivy. Hopefully we can get some Harley because ship it. Next up, my copy of The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas finally came in. I don't know why this took so long, but it did. I have a hard time believing you don't know what this story is about, but if you don't, this story essentially follows the life of this young girl named Star after her childhood best friend Khalil has been killed by a police officer. Star struggles with the fallout from the killing and tries to decide how she wants to go about speaking up for Khalil, but also trying not to totally upend her own life. I think this is a phenomenal book, and in all honesty, I believe everyone should read it. It gives you the chance to see into the perspective of a young black girl growing up in America. This is also a very prevalent story to what is happening right now. If you haven't read it, definitely recommend. Next, I got A Bad Day for Sunshine by Dorinda Jones. I have an actual vlog when I read this book. I will put a link to that in the cards up above. This story follows the life of Sunshine Vikram, who has recently become the sheriff in the small town she grew up in when her parents entered her into the election. She's moved back to town, and on her first day is already having to deal with the kidnapping of a missing girl the same age as Sunshine's own daughter Ari. At the same time, she's also trying to solve the mystery of her own kidnapping from when she was 16. Along with that, Sunshine has to deal with the drama of her childhood crush coming back into her life, but for some reason he cannot stand her, and there is so much tension there. Dorinda Jones did it again. I was howling through the entirety of this book and constantly needed to turn the page because she just builds suspense in such a great way. I don't know how many times I can say I love Dorinda Jones's writing. Next up, I got the final book in Karen McManus's current published works, which is Two Can Keep a Secret. This story is split between 2 different perspectives, one being that of Ellery, who is a young teenage girl recently moved to this small town where her aunt actually went missing. 5 years ago, the town's homecoming queen was actually killed, and recently another girl has gone missing. Ellery is obsessed with true crime and is desperate to find out what is happening in this town that has led to so many missing and murdered girls. However, it also follows Malcolm, who is a native to the town and suddenly gets dragged into Ellery's conspiracy theories about what could be connecting these 3 missing and murdered girls. I think one of the reasons I really loved this book was because I could definitely relate with Ellery's true crime brain that she would always turn on and try to connect the dots between all of these stories. I'm very proud of myself that I did manage to guess this one 100%, but I'm not bad about it because it totally made sense. And when I made the guess, I really thought it was going to be a long shot, but Karen McManus managed to tie it all together in a pretty bow and just wrapped the mystery up perfectly. Next, I got My Friend Dahmer by Derf Backderf. This is a graphic novel that Backderf wrote to detail his relationship with the famous serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer from when they were in high school. The story is really creepy, the art ties into the story very well, and Derf creates a great narrative that ties in not only his own experiences, but that of his friends, and even some of Jeffrey Dahmer's own memories. Although we don't see Dahmer commit any actual murders on the page, it still manages to just send a shiver down your spine. Watching his development or descent into becoming a serial killer is just as terrifying, but also very educational, and manages to make you pity a serial killer. I read this for the Reading Rush Readathon, and we'll put a link to that in the cards up above. Finally, I got the third book in the Extraordinary Adventures of the Athena Club series, the Sinister Mystery of the Mesmerizing Girl. I've gushed about this series a ton on my channel, and I can't really give you a overview of what the third book is about, but I can tell you this series follows a league of extraordinary women from different sci-fi and horror classics coming together to create their own club, solving different mysteries and saving other women. I really enjoyed this series. It manages to be historical, fantastical, and also a mystery thriller. Theodore Goss managed to interweave all of these different characters and stories into one large overarching story, and I just blasted through it. I absolutely love these, and I'm so glad to have all three of the books on my shelves. Alright y'all, so that is it. That is a good few less than I bought last month, so I'm making some progress. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. I come out with videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope you continue to have a terrific day. Bye!